Hello, I'm Elena Scott with Rubber and Plastics News, and I'm at the 2013 International Latex Conference in Akron, Ohio, where 175 people have gathered at the conference. The second speaker of the day was Bill Hyde with IHS Chemical, and he presented a paper titled Synthetic Latex Feedstock Trends, Seeking Order Out of Chaos. During that paper, he discussed some of the economic trends in the industry.
So the economy, we think that the worst is behind us in terms of at least this economic cycle. Now that doesn't mean that things are great, and especially it doesn't mean that things are great everywhere. So if you look at that green line, for example, on there, that's GDP, so this is all GDP growth. And that green line shows significant pain in Europe and continued difficulties in West Europe as a region. And in fact, if we were to break it down on a country-by-country basis, places like Italy, Greece, Spain, Portugal, to a lesser extent France and Belgium, will actually underperform even that green line. So Germany is holding the region up, or to the extent that it's up, or at least not as down as it might be. So Europe is difficult and will continue to be difficult, but it shouldn't get terribly worse. If you look at the bars behind all the lines, that's the Asia Pacific. Now, Asia Pacific is a massive region. Japan kind of on the northeast side, all the way around and through into India on the west side. And so there's very diverse economies in there. I mentioned Japan. Their economic growth is going to be growth, but it's not going to be rapid. China, on the other hand, is going to be a little under 8% a year. That little under 8% a year is troubling. Because it's slower, is somewhat slower, perhaps in some cases, in some sectors, significantly slower than it's been for quite some time. And that's one of the degrees of uncertainty that's really troubling the chemicals markets. The current Chinese government has exhibited a willingness to put up with slower growth than the previous government did. So we haven't seen the stimulus, the economic stimulus from this group that we saw from the last group, and that is then sort of changing the way we look, at least on the increment, at the petrochemical